don't even know why I'm doing that because Darth Vader's probably not in this movie. Hi, I'm a huge movie fanatic Nate coming at you to give my thoughts on which you guys probably already know. The title has been revealed for the very highly anticipated Star Wars Episode 7, which apparently maybe isn't going to be called, which is kind of pathetic. It might not be referred to as Star Wars Episode 7. It might be only referred to as Star Wars The Force Awakens. So I'm here to just give you my brief thoughts on, what I think about the title. Of course, ever since the original trilogy came out, every time one of the prequels was made, everyone was like just on pins and needles waiting for the title to be revealed. And principal photography, by the way, is completed on I'd rather just say Episode 7 personally, rather than use the title The Force Awakens. So I was really worried, especially with Harrison Ford breaking his leg or foot or ankle or whatever the hell he broke. I was just like, God damn it, I hope they live like, Harrison and Mark and Carrie. I was really hope they, live through the filming of it because I thought that'd be really cool to see them reprise their roles. So I'm glad to hear that, from what I hear, I mean, they did live through. If principal photography is done, which they say it is, then they must have lived through the shooting, which is great. So I can tell you that, obviously having grown up with the original trilogy and obviously having, continued to age with the prequel trilogy, but having grown up with the original trilogy like so many other people, I'm very excited to see what the hell an Episode 7 will look like, and actually it'd be very interesting to see frickin' Luke and Han and Leia back, even if it's just for a moment before they get killed at the beginning of the movie, which is kind of what I'm dreading. But anyway, so the principal photography is wrapped, and they got a year to basically shoot whatever other bits they might need along the way and do the visual effects and finish the movie up. And so, long story short, like I say, within the last several weeks or whatever, definitely probably since October, the title has been revealed, which is, of course, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Oh, what I was saying before is, everyone was on pins and needles when the prequels were being made, like, to hear what the title's going to be. And personally, I think The Phantom Menace was a fantastic title. I really liked that title. And then when I heard Attack of the Clones, I was just like, oh... but one has to remember, and it's something that I have to continually remind myself, is that these movies were, intended to be like a Saturday matinee, cliffhanger serials. And it's like, they're not meant to be like the freaking most amazing goddamn things in the world. So, when you hear a title like Attack of the Clones, I mean, you can definitely see a chapter of a Republic Pictures cliffhanger serial with that title. So with that in mind, it does take someone's expectations and puts them in perspective. It's like because obviously, nowadays, one thinks of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi just being the best goddamn titles in the world. When if you really think about it, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, it's really not a big deal. But I do think that Phantom Menace, was a great title, and frankly the best thing about the whole goddamn mess of a movie. Attack of the Clones, I was relatively disappointed at the time. I haven't gotten used to it a little more, but still, once you remind yourself that it's just supposed to be like a chapter title of a cliffhanger serial, it's like, oh, that's okay. And then the Revenge of the Sith was, made sense and was fine and whatever. So, I had read months and months before that the title, I wasn't sure if it was real or not, but there was this title floating around called A New Dawn, which actually I like more than, which I don't know where the hell that came from. If someone just made it up and it got circulated as being a potential possible title or whatever, but I remember reading that before. A New Dawn I actually like more than The Force Awakens, because the cool thing about that is, like, I think Lucas kind of did with the third the third episode, which is, you know, Revenge of the Sith, and then the sixth episode he did, which of course is Return of the Jedi, which was originally called Revenge of the Jedi. I kind of like the idea of taking like the fourth, because then he did the fourth film, A New Hope. So then like the seventh film was going to be, you know, a new, using that again, but this time it's A New Dawn or whatever. So The Force Awakens, again, if you just think about it as a cliffhanger serial chapter title, it takes the load off a little more and brings you down to reality or whatever, so to speak. So whatever, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter the title so much as what the movie is going to be. And I got to tell you, I mean, to see, oh my God, I mean, to see the Millennium Falcon again, which we know we're going to see because Kevin Smith got to tour, you know, got to walk around in it or whatever over there and wherever the hell, Pinewood Studios, wherever the hell they filmed it. So Millennium Falcon is in it. Just to see, I'm just so, oh my God. And I'm so proud of Carrie Fisher, by the way, for losing the weight. You know, wow, really, just to see, I can't believe I'm gonna, oh my God, having grown up with the original trilogy and actually having seen Return of the Jedi in the theater, the first run, actually it was the second run theater, but I mean during its original theatrical run, it's just like to actually see Han and Luke and Leia again in the Star Wars, like 40 years older or whatever. It's gonna be crazy, and I'm just fearful that they're just going to barely be in it, but that's my take on, I don't know, Star Wars Episode 7, which I think the worst part about it is that they might be dropping the Episode 7, at least in the, I mean, it's got to be in the crawl, but at least maybe in the title, you know. That's really lame. So that, what are your thoughts? Those are my thoughts on the title. It's like kind of lame, but not a big deal at the end of the day. What's important is what the movie's like, and I don't know, I really liked the Star Trek 2009 and not so much Star Trek Into Darkness, but, you know, I'm hopeful that Episode 7, I'll probably just call it Episode 7 for the rest of my life. I'm hopeful that Episode 7 will be something, so feel free to leave a comment what you think about Episode 7 or the title yourself, and as always, I'll catch you on the next video.